ask you the question, who are you? What is your answer? You might tell me that I'm this one, that one, this is my name, I'm a doctor, I'm a teacher, I'm a driver. Yeah, I know that. You have a profession and you have a name. I don't want to know about your profession or about your name or whatever the position that you hold. No, I'm not asking about that. Who are you means who are you? Not to the world, but from inside. Who are you? Truly, who are you? Well, I want your answer to be, I'm a person who's always happy. I'm someone who's always trying to do good to the others. Well, when I ask you that question, who are you? There are a lot of answers that come to your mind. To be honest, think it this way. When you are surrounded by people who always are happy, what about your mindset? You yourself, how would you interpret you in such a moment when you are surrounded by people who are very happy, who are very delighted, who are always talking about the goodness in the world? Then of course, you're also a happy person. What if you're surrounded by people who always talk about the bad side of the world, or talk about the bad habits, or who are following bad things, or who share the bad news? Then your mindset always be like that. Let's say you are associating people who like football. You will also be interested in football. You also will want to watch the football tournaments. And if you are associating people who love cricket, then you'll be a cricket fan. And let's say you are associating someone who loves traveling. You have a set of friends and you are always associating them, and then they love traveling. They love to visit the places that they haven't been to. So then you'll be a person who always loves traveling. What if you have a set of friends, or you are associating a set of people who love classical music, or maybe who like Korean dramas, or maybe that are very familiar with the Hindi movies? Then you will also start liking them. Then you will also start associating those stuff, those movies, those music, or those TV series. And let's say you are associating a set of people who love reading a lot, or maybe who love Sherlock Holmes books. Then you will also start reading that series of books. Remember the time the world was obsessed with Harry Potter? We all wanted to read Harry Potter. Didn't you want to read Harry Potter? I was a fan of Harry Potter because it was a massive news. Everyone was talking about Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling, and then it was in the television, it was in the YouTube and in the newspapers. Everyone was talking about it. So I also wanted to read Harry Potter. I wanted to experience that magical world. Didn't you want to? Let's come to the question again. Who are you? Are you a mother, father? Yes, I know. Conventionally, you are a mother, father, daughter, brother, a doctor, lawyer, a salesperson. Yes, that's true. But beyond that, you are the environment that you associate. You become the nature. You become the people that you associate. You become the the surrounding that you associate. That's why I wanted to read Harry Potter. That's why you became a cricket player. That's why you wanted to watch Korean dramas. That's why you were obsessed with Hindi movies. Environment is everything. Environment creates you a good person. Environment creates a bad person. It's because we always surrounded by this environment. Always this mind, we try to learn things from what we associate. I think actually it's the thing that controls you. Basically, it is everything. If you have a bad habit, you know that we have these habits which we call bad and good. So let's think of a bad habit that you have. Maybe you are a smoker, I don't know. Maybe you are addicted to alcohols, or maybe sometimes you are addicted to drugs, or maybe pornography, or maybe you are a foodie. You really love to associate foods. How did you get that habit? How did you start? How did that habit initiate? How did it really start in you? Was it just you wanted to do it on your own? Or did it happen gradually? Maybe you had a friend who used to smoke, who was smoking, who really liked that. Or maybe you had a person who was a fan of alcohol. And maybe you started associating them more and more. And maybe the set of people who had that quality increased. The people that you associate who were having that, let's say, a fan of alcohol. Maybe the people that you started associating more and more who had the same habit, who really loved different types of alcohols, who liked different types of flavors. Then that environment was eventually created. Eventually it was formed. And that influenced you to become who you are today. Those friends, those views, whatever those flavors, those things influenced you to become who you are today. It's not just about taking alcohol, whatever it is. If you are a foodie, then that's also same. If you are a bookworm, that is also same. I remember back when I was very young, my father, he used to buy books for me. He really wanted me to read. He wanted me to learn the world through the books. So every month, he used to gift me a book. I started reading because my father paved that path for me. Then, after a couple of years, I became a bookworm, and even when my teachers were teaching in the classroom, I started reading inside the classroom as well. So it became a bad habit. Reading is a good habit, but it kind of overtaken me. It kind of, taken the control. So I started reading inside the classrooms when the teachers were teaching. And they really warned me. So I had to stop it because they warned me not to do it. So think of that my father initiated it. And then we had a library. I wanted to start a library because I started loving the books. And I had friends. I started associating friends who really love books because then I could share my books with them. That's how I became a bookworm. That's how I started learning things from the books. So every habit, whatever you name, there must be an initial point where you have started, where you were triggered. Could be very small. Could be an advertisement that you saw in the television, or maybe someone just told you about it. That was a triggering point. And then, day by day, that environment was created, was established. it started growing. And finally, today, you became the person who you are. It's same to the good side. If you're associating good people, good thoughts, good vibes, then you're becoming that good person. Let's say you have friends who really likes to donate the charities, who really like to help others, and they come and then they share those the happiness that they encounter by giving. Then how would you feel? You also want to be happy like them. And then what would you do? You will also start giving. You will also start donating the charities. You will also start to give people maybe money, maybe some food. Whatever you have, then you will also start doing it. Again, my question, who are you? If you feel that you are a good person, if you feel that you are a good person, that's because the environment that you have. In deep down, if you feel that, I think I'm a bad person, again, that's because the environment that you associate. It's not that just you did it by yourself. So, if you want to come out of who you are right now, if you want to change yourself, if you feel like, I'm bad, but I want to change myself. Yes, I want to change myself. Then, change the environment. Change the people who you associate. Change the things that you watch. Change the things that you read. Change it. Change the environment. Turn it towards the good side. Turn your wheel towards the good side. Start to associate good ones. Start to read good things. So you'll become that environment. You'll be that environment. You'll be that good one. But I wanted to share another thing with you today. You know about relics. The relics, they're really important, aren't they? They're very important. Why? Because they create tangible connections to the holy figures, or they create connection to the divine. So we always protect these relics. They are very important. You can't sell them. Don't you like to become a relic hunter? What are the relics that you should seek for? Of course, that archaeologists, they do relic hunting. They have these archaeological sites, and then they do the digging, and they have all sorts of tools to find these relics. But I am not talking about those relics. I am talking about the relics that are embedded in people, that are there in people's minds. If you can become a good relic hunter, you will be able to find all these relics, all those relics inside the people. Whenever you find someone new, you might feel that, this person is really good. You might feel that, this person is not good. Whoever you meet, it doesn't matter whether the person is good or bad. It doesn't matter. Try to find the relics in them. What are these relics? What I mean as relics are the virtues in them, are the good qualities that are there. Could be deep down. Maybe you, in the first instant, in the first go, you might not be able to see those good things in those characters. Maybe you associate them for 2-3 years, but still you don't see anything good in them. Maybe they are labeled as bad. But still, believe me, there are relics in them. Try to associate those relics. Try to find those relics. Why? Because it will show you the path to the divine. It will guide you to the divine. Normally that's what the relics do. They create connections for us to associate the holiness, the goodness, the divine power. So why don't we start searching for relics? And of course, whenever you start searching for the relics, you'll become a good relic scanner, a relic hunter. Whoever you encounter, whatever you encounter, doesn't matter. You'll try to find the best part of it, the virtue in it, the goodness in it. Maybe that is hidden. That's why you need to become a relic hunter. Otherwise, what's the point? These archaeologists or the relic hunters, they are looking for these hidden things. Relics are not always easily available. You can't just go and buy them. You have to find them. You have to dig. That's a very cumbersome thing to do. If you are an archaeologist, you know what do I mean about this cumbersome job. That you have to dig, and then you have to use the bigger tools, and then eventually you start using the handheld tools and maybe bigger brushes, and then eventually you are going to use the smaller brushes, and you have to be very delicate. You have to be very soft, and then at the end you find this precious thing, the valuable thing, which is very important, which is very valuable for everyone. So in your day-to-day lives, why don't you try to become that relic hunter, which will help you in return. Once you find out these relics in the other people, try to associate them. Try to be connected to those relics that you encounter. Because these relics are divine. These qualities are divine. Whoever you encounter, let's say a prisoner, maybe he has done something bad and that he is imprisoned. Still, you can find something relic in them, something holy in them. So never ever give up on anyone. Never ever do that. Whoever you encounter, try to show them the divine power that they have, the relics that you find in them. Show them, because they might be the people that you encounter are not good relic hunters, so they don't know how to do it. If you become an experienced relic hunter, once you start doing it, eventually you'll become an experienced relic hunter. And then, once whoever you meet, within a couple of seconds, you'd be able to find the relic in them. You'll be able to find the goodness in them. You'll be able to find that virtue in them in a very short period of time. Why? Now you have become a relic hunter. You have become an experienced relic hunter. So you know the methods, how to hold the tools, how deep the relic is located, how do you use the soft tools, and how do you use the hard tools, how do we use the handheld tools. Now you're an expertise about it. So now, doesn't matter whatever the archaeological site that you encounter, within couple of seconds probably, maybe just you get to know someone, and maybe within the first half an hour, you find the virtues in them. You find the goodness in them. You find the good qualities in them. Remember, I asked the question, who you are, or who are you? And I gave you an answer. You are the environment. And I told you that environment is everything. My dear ladies and gentlemen, if you start relic hunting, you always look for those relics. You are always looking for those good qualities, the virtues, the divine in the others. Whoever you encounter, whatever you encounter, you're looking for that. Now you tell me, what is your environment consist of? Now what are you surrounded by? What is always going in your mind? Isn't it all about the relics? Isn't it all about the divine? Isn't it all about the goodness? If you are a good relic hunter, you can reach the divine easily. You can reach that holiness. You can create that connection to the divine. Always try to find it. Try to find that goodness. Try to find that relics that are there. Whoever you meet. Because we are all looking for that happiness. We are always after that happiness. We always want to be happy. That's why we've been doing everything. Whatever you are doing right now, you were scrolling through the YouTube videos. Why were you doing it? Because you were looking for some happiness. You wanted to enjoy something. You were going through Facebook, Instagram. Why? Because you wanted to see something that makes you happy. Always, we are looking for happiness, and this will guide you to happiness. Try to find the divine in every being that you associate, everything that you associate. Maybe a news. Maybe the weather. Whatever it is. Just don't ignore. Maybe you might think, oh, that one, or maybe that environment. No, I don't want to associate that one. I don't want to be with them. No, don't be like that. Why I am asking you to do it? Because that environment is everything. Once you start doing it, you will experience it. You will experience what I am trying to tell you now. If you start it, if you don't, then you won't be. But if you start doing what I am asking you to do right now, you will experience it. Then you will understand. Whatever I'm trying to tell you is working. So, be a relic hunter. Always. It will create the connection to the divine.